It's schedule release day for the Saints. We'll break it all down, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the fact that the Saints do not have a single primetime game for the first time in 25 years. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to Saints Happy Hour podcast. We always have a source.
Dave remains quiet because he continues to search for that he can't find.
Oh, what did Nola Fredo say?
Yeah, try to get saved by Nola Fredo. That's a great strategy.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. As always, we are presented to you by Hardhide, Ponchatoula, Strawberry Whiskey. I'm Ralph Marlboro. I'm joined by everybody tonight. We got Dave, we got Kevin, we got Andrew, we got Thomas running the show back in Poland. Thanks, everybody, in the live stream tonight joining us. I see a ton of people. I see Lewis. I see Who Dat Golfer. I see Jason Champagne. Oppenheimer had popped in for a second there. We had a ton of people there. It's exciting tonight. Thanks for joining us, guys. On tonight's show, we are going to break down the Saints 2025 schedule. We're going to pour one out for the Derek Carr era. We're going to put a bow on that. Cap space.
My name is Derek.
And we'll do a mailbag. As always, if we reach $100, I will drink something terrible the patrons have sent me. Tonight, Andrew, we have, Kevin said to say this delicately, the Dirty Monkey. It's banana peanut butter whiskey. We have that. And then we have the mystery flavor, 99 proof. It says scratch and sniff. It smells like a truck stop bathroom that somebody did 2 spritzes of Febreze to cover up. I'm sure that will be disgusting. And Thomas, tell the people before we get to Only Hands, we're going to give away the raffle. We're going to raffle away. We don't have a picture of it, but I have a signed Joe Horn football in my mother's attic. I will dig it out for you. I will put air in it, and we will ship it to you first class, whoever wins. So you get an authentic signed Joe Horn football. That'll be exciting. Thomas, how many weeks are we away from Only Hands?
Yeah, one of the former MVP winners that you can see on the screen from the list can win the Joe Horn signed ball that Ralph doesn't even have a photo of, and we are 90 on a 91 week donation streak. We are only 13 weeks away from Ralph opening a sexy Only Hands account.
That's right.
Please don't talk into the microphone like that. It's freaky. This is great. I love this. I am so excited for this.
You are excited until the Only Hands starts making me 7 figures.
Dave's gonna be a first Only Hands subscriber, man.
No, I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for this.
All right. So it's schedule release.
So the schedule came out. I got people texting me saying the Saints don't have any primetime games. What gives? I thought the rules said every team has to have a primetime game. That's
somebody said that on the podcast. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Somebody with one arm.
Somebody thought they knew the rules of the NFL scheduling. That was the rule,
man.
They thought that every team gets a primetime game. They thought there was DEI in the NFL. Every team gets a trophy, and every team gets a primetime game. Well, that's not the case. That is not the case. Ralph was wrong, dead wrong, very, very wrong. This is why you should never listen to this podcast and take it seriously and expect to get real news.
Listen, and you should donate. Don't listen to Dave. Listen, the Saints are in the NFL ghetto. Cleveland, Tennessee, the Saints, only teams that didn't get any primetime games.
Good.
Who were the other teams? I'm sorry.
Tennessee and Cleveland.
Yeah, fair enough. That's right where we belong. So now you know what the NFL thinks of us.
I have to say, Andrew, I don't mind the no primetime games, especially Thursday, because as a person that travels in from Houston, a Thursday game for me is basically almost I can't make it work because of my work schedule. And on top of that, the Denver game this year, thankfully last year was able to resell and not lose money. But most of the time, Thursday games recently with the Saints, people don't want to go to them in the Dome. So I was pleased with no Thursday games. I'm fine with it. But
so we're gonna make them flex us into a primetime game late in the season.
They might flex us to next.
Flex.
The only thing the Saints might be forcing is a simulation, Dave. We might not have any flex. They might simulate till 2026. But I will say this, Andrew. I know we were texting on the texting today, and you were like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I wish the front half of the schedule, I wish more of the back half of the schedule was pushed forward, because I think the back half of the schedule post bye week is a lot of the winnable games. The front half of the schedule, looking at it, the first weeks is Arizona at home, San Francisco at home, go to Seattle, go to Buffalo. I would have liked to have mixed in like a Patriots there, a Tennessee. Like, that's a pretty brutal first 4 weeks.
I think when you're as bad as the Saints we think might be, like every game is brutal, right? Like the floor is so low. We might be picking first. Like that's the floor. Is the Saints are the worst team in the NFL. Like that, it could be that bad this year.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be, but it could be. Mm-hmm. That's the floor. So to me, like, how many games are the Saints going to go into as the favorite this season? Like, if you look at the schedule right now, like, which ones would you say the Saints will be favored? One? Ooh. None?
I think
maybe
they'll be
home against Carolina. Maybe.
I think home against Carolina, home against the Giants, home against New England, and that's about it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah. So anyway, I think if they're going to be favored, it's like going to be a point, against those teams. And so I think any schedule, like of all the years that we've been looking at the schedule and we kind of map out like, well, if they can go 3-2 in this stretch, then, they should be set up to be successful. Like, I mean, this is probably the year where I really could care less, like where they fall. Like, to me, we're going to be underdogs. And I'm not trying to say I'm not going to watch them. I'm not saying I'm not going to care. Of course, I'm going to watch them with passion and care. But like the actual like ceremonious unveiling of the schedule.
Go ahead and drink them both, Ralph.
Holy shit, man! What the hell just happened? Catch a jar with 250! Holy shit!
Jesus!
What the hell? Mix them together. I think you gotta mix them together.
You know what?
That's
Dave?
that's a record. Is that not a record?
Schedule too.
That is
it has to be. Definitely of this off season.
Did I say something last week to really piss him off?
I will mix them.
Hatchet John? I think you're mistaken Hatchet John with Oppenheimer.
I think you have to put both shots in
big
shot glass and take them both at the same time.
And we almost have Malort, man.
For Hatchet John, I will. I gotta get a big glass. Y'all continue talking about the schedule.
Okay. No, serious. I mean, I'm serious. Like this has to be fastest. It's not fastest to 100, but most money in the shortest amount of time.
Oh, it's the biggest donation we've ever had. Yeah.
Yeah. Good God.
Maybe finally Dave can stop bragging about that time that you and I weren't on the show, Kevin, and he got all these donations.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look, while Ralph is getting set up, I'll just finish my thought here. Or not.
Who not go for 40 buckaroo, and that's a lot.
Wait a minute, Ralph. Hold up, Ralph.
And mix the Malort in there too.
Yeah,
throw the Malort in there. The Malort is going in. Oh, wait.
Ralph, drink this and then
Malort,
immediately go get a Malort. We got the show for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, wait. Hang on a second. Hang on. Do we want Ralph to mix all three together? Or do we want Ralph to drink the twofer and then follow that up by downing the Malort?
Let's do that.
All right. Well, now I gotta go find the Malort. All right.
Okay. So go find the Malort.
Drink this first, Ralph.
No. I want him to do. I want it to be a back-to-back.
All right. Well, guys, keep donating.
Man's gonna drop dead.
4 shots to the face.
And after he comes back, there's another donation. He needs to get a 4th drink, man.
Yeah. Right. And by the way, if I could only make my reputation worse on this show, I'm currently drinking a little rosé wine, so I just
Shut
thought I'd
up,
let you guys
Deepak.
know that. Feel free to mock me and humiliate me because I deserve it.
Rose!
Hey,
Yeah.
was that Sally, by the way? Oh.
Yeah, she's probably like, Ralph, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Guys,
Probably reviewing the Dolphins schedule.
my God, like, did you guys look at the schedule and you're like, yep, we're 0-6. Is that what's happening here? Like, is it like time to drink? So, yeah, I mean, this is probably the most unexcited I've been about the schedule release. I'm kind of just like, whatever gets released, fine, whatever. But I will say this.
Yeah.
The 16th game is the Jets. And like, we were supposed to hire Aaron Glenn. Then he goes to the Jets. Then we hired Kellen Moore. The Jets let Aaron Rodgers walk. Like, that will be in the 16th game of the season. Like, are we trending down? Are we trending up? How do the Jets look? Like, I think that will actually be a super interesting barometer. I assume that we're all going to want to lose to the Jets at that point in the season just for like draft capital. But like, it'll be two franchises that I think most people feel like are in full rebuild mode with brand new coaches. And one of the coaches we wanted and thought we were getting maybe. So like, of all, like, that actually might interest me the most, oddly.
Yeah. You know what interests me? I'm about to attempt the feats of strength alcohol version. God,
All right, so,
bad.
tell us what's first. What did you mix?
Okay,
There's two
so
things.
I got this is the Dirty Monkey peanut butter, banana, and mystery flavor.
Oh.
So
I guess we'll never really know what the mystery flavor was.
That's right.
And you got the Malort right behind it,
and
yes?
I got the Malort. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink this and see if I can hold this down, and then I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna go.
Holy shit, man!
Then I'm gonna go hard hide.
How far?
No. You should not be allowed to use hard hide.
I might have to.
There should be
Jeff.
no palate cleanser.
First shot with Malort.
All right, you're
Your palate cleanser
We're ready.
is the
We're ready,
Malort.
Ralph.
All right, you ready?
Ready when you are, man. Good luck, man. Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go on record
saying.
saying
On the other side. I'll see you on the other
Oh
side.
shit!
He couldn't even.
Couldn't even finish.
Well, 'cause it's
Okay, now he did. He got it down. Take it
that's
down.
the
Hang
first
on.
one. How we doing?
No hard hide. No hard hide
you-
yet.
Did you get the puke bucket?
No. Give me a number.
He's got it.
Got to be a 9. I mean,
Ralph, we need a number.
He's suffering.
He can't pick his head up.
He's bent over.
He can't pick his head
How we
up.
doing, Ralph?
It's a 9, but it's only a 9. It's like a volume shooter in the NBA. It got to 9. It's like a volume shooter in the NBA. You got the 50
Yeah. You know,
points,
we
but
got
you
it.
took-
We got the analogy.
Oh, go.
All right, so tell me, Ralph, what was the mystery flavor?
No, don't make him
Any
talk.
idea?
No. No talking. No talking. I want the
Sadness.
Malort.
All right.
With sadness.
Taking it like a champ.
Here we go.
Here we go,
Deep
Malort,
breath.
baby. All right, we already know Malort.
Leo, look out for me.
Ralph just
made the
a sign of the cross.
We already know
Feeling
Malort's a
Leo here
9.
with this Malort.
Thomas, go ahead
Let the
and put
new
9
Pope
up.
have it in his grace, you know. Oh!
Oh,
Hang on.
Possible up, Chuck.
No.
Sally, I need help.
Oh man!
All right, now we've got the hard hide.
He didn't even do the chaser. Look, he thought about the chaser and decided against it.
The sweet flavors of hard hide.
Oh, that was something.
I don't
How are my
do this.
eyes? I can barely see.
All right,
like that.
Listen, this is really important. Thomas, how much until the next shot?
My wife, Sally, come here.
About
Come here,
90, 90.
Tell the people what you just said.
That it stinks and I can smell it all the way into the kitchen.
Oh, so she doesn't
That's
care about you
Malort.
drinking.
She can
Just
smell
about
it from the
smell.
kitchen. Dear
She can
God.
smell it from the kitchen.
Mm.
She wouldn't
Care
come
whether you're
on.
drinking,
She
just
wouldn't
take
come
it
on
out of the
camera because she's in her Hello Kitty pajamas, so she wouldn't come on camera.
Hello Kitty pajamas. Jeez, how old is she?
Can we see those? Are those Hello Kitty pajamas? Are you going to wear those when you start the OnlyHands thing?
I might. That'll be a different tier.
Can we?
Oh my God!
Wait! We need a number. We need a number for the Malort.
9. We know
the number.
I mean, Malo's a 9,
like,
man.
Can we get rid of the ranking? The ranking system.
That was a 10 because it came back. Everything came back up, and it took all my willpower to force it all back down.
We need a new ranking. Someone come up with a new ranking.
I vote to remove the puke meter.
I need you to rank these 3 things in order. Number 1, you do what you just did.
Yeah.
Number 2 is you walk into a dark alley and you take a 2x4 to the face.
Yeah.
Number 3 is the Saints go 0-17 this year.
All right. I would
rank them in order of pain.
Okay, 2x4 to the face would be bad for me because I'm already crippled. Like if the damage to my face, that would be bad. Like pain, that's the most painful.
Right. I mean, that's your moneymaker.
The second most painful is the Saints 0-17 because at least I can, as they're going 0-17, I can think, oh, they might get arch, whatever. This is the most painful, these 3, because it came back up and I was worried that I was about to be a meme on Saints Twitter of every time the Saints did something bad in 2025, it would just be a meme of me throwing up. Actually, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I just should have let it happen.
Wait, wait, this was the least painful? The shot?
Yeah, this was the least painful of the shots.
Okay.
Well, anyway, you should prepare. You should prepare because we've got all this way.
I take it back, Andrew. It's number 2.
And we still haven't even gotten a donation from Oppenheimer yet.
Wow.
Oppenheimer, where are you at, man?
And I mean, Oppenheimer, he's poor, so he might just want to sit this one out and let the big boys handle it this week. And that's fine. I don't think any of us would blame him. I don't think any of us would shame him
with the taunting.
If he just wanted to sit this one out.
By the way, ever since Derek Carr retired, our viewership is up like 70% back. It's like a regular season game the last 3 days. So we probably have a lot of new listeners. If you're new to the show, this is us, man. You're getting us in peak form.
You barely get us talking about the schedule. You just get getting hammered.
That's right. Oh, you don't actually come here for actual content.
Well, they
you
can't
don't even know what the rules about the schedule is.
So here's the thing with the schedule that I was thinking of before I had to do the triple shot of death. Thank you, patrons. One fun aspect of this schedule, Andrew, is the Saints are going to be viewed by 31 other teams as their get-right game, which is bad for the Saints and potentially annoying for our viewing habits, but it is fun in this sense. How many games can you circle where you're like, if the Saints beat that team, they'll be firing the coach on Monday? Because I can locate about 3
of them.
Oh.
Yes. I mean, the answer I want to give is the Falcons, but not just one of them, both. Like the Falcons sweep would just be like Raheem Morris, like you're gone. Like you don't even coach the second half. Like if they're down at halftime of the second game after they've lost the first, they're just gonna be like, don't even coach the second half. Like you're gone. You're out.
Dave, if I offered you this, the Saints go 2-15.
Yes. I'll take that.
They beat Atlanta twice.
Oh.
And on Monday, after the second defeat of the Falcons, Raheem Morris gets fired. Would you accept that for the 2025 Saints?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm down.
Where do I sign?
Would you accept that?
I'm in. I mean, I love the 2-15. We're going to get another great draft pick. Get a high draft pick. We'll build on this. We've got all the money flowing back from the cap. And we beat the Falcons, so we get 2 Falcons victories. I got zero problems with this. I mean, what's the downside? You're saying we would want them to keep Raheem Morris?
That's maybe the downside.
Yeah,
maybe we want him to stay.
I would only sign off on that if you told me that the Saints would go 2-15, the only 2 wins against the Falcons. But I would only accept that if you could guarantee me. We're getting on the trade down train.
Oh yeah, right.
See, though, I don't know. See, I don't know, Kevin, if it's compatible, because I don't know that if they go 2-15, I feel like they're kind of like, they might be locked into like, we got to take a quarterback because Shuck was terrible. That's the only problem. That's the only problem with that.
Right, but here's the thing: Arch Manning is not coming out. Arch Manning is not. I mean, as of right now, look, based on right now, he's not coming out next season. So, and besides that, I'm not saying you trade down from 1 to 12 or something. It's like you trade back a few spots, maybe a little bit further. Like, I don't know. There's gonna be stuff available. There's gonna be stuff available.
All right, boring. So away games. Which one would you go to? Which one do you guys think?
Well, Ralph was panicking about, like, I want to say this real quick.
Seattle?
Ralph was like, oh my God, like these 4 games, brutal. Like, again, everything's brutal when you're one of the worst teams in the league. Like, there's no schedule that's awesome. But also, like, let's remember the Saints, like, they're playing a bunch of teams that have like cold weather possibilities. So, like, yes, I get like freaking out about some of the teams that you're playing, but like at Seattle and at Buffalo in September and at Chicago in October, like that's at Carolina in November. Like, that's not that bad. Like,
it's not.
Yeah, like the really cool, like at Tennessee is on December 28th. Like that's in Nashville. That's the coldest game they're going to play all year probably. So, like, for a dome team, and I'm going to tell you this, a rebuilding team, like being on a consistent schedule is nice. Like, if there's one thing Sean Payton would tell you about what is a nightmare navigating the schedule, it won't be playing this team after this team. It's never about the opponent. It's the schedule. He hates playing Sunday night into Thursday. He's like, it's a freaking logistical nightmare. And so to play every Sunday, I'm telling you, this is a coach's freaking dream. You're a dome team, and the coldest game you have is Nashville in December. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't know how good this team is going to be, but like, this sets up nice.
I'm just kidding. I don't think they're going to go 12-5, but that's a good point. That's a really good point. As far as away games, Andrew, you mentioned it's all the early season ones. You can go to Seattle, September 24th, September 21st. I don't know. Is it rainy in Seattle?
It's rainy and possibly windy.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I'm traveling, Chicago, October, that sounds lovely. The leaves maybe aren't changing just yet, but you might get a little taste of fall.
No, they might be changing that far north.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. September 28th in Buffalo.
I'm going to Chicago next month.
You should go October 19th. September 28th, Buffalo. I mean, I would just like to go to a Bills game and see the Bills Mafia and
Kevin Jr.
get
on the way.
First-hand live look at somebody jumping through a folding table that's on fire. I wouldn't mind doing that.
I have
and
to
September
say,
28th is about as late I would go up that far north.
I have to say, here's the thing. I feel like 30% better about Kellen Moore as the Saints coach after watching their schedule release video.
Oh, that was fun.
They did I won't say rip off because that's negative. They did like an homage to Key and Peele with Kellen Moore talking about the schedule, and
I didn't even see it. Can we play it?
And it's amazing. And
you should watch it, Dave. It's funny.
The thing is that Kellen Moore was willing to like play along with it is a good sign. Like, I think maybe we'll see more of his personality because we haven't seen too much. So
I gotta say real quick about that. Like, you have Tyler Shuck going to Dragos, talking about New Orleans, like already doing more for like embedding himself in the community than Derek Carr ever did.
The vibes are good.
And like, Kellen Moore was maybe off to a slow start just with the media. And I only say that because he's very much like a coach speak guy. You're not going to get a whole lot out of Kellen Moore. He's very respectful. He's very nice. But, I think he kind of gives a lot of canned answers. So this was the first time I felt like we got a little like comedy from him, he was willing to play along and do this. That's not really his personality. So like, and DA would have never done
this.
Like
Never,
that was
ever.
way too fun, creative,
you gotta pop off
and outside the box to be DA. So like, kudos to you, Kellen Moore. Kudos to you, Shuck. Like, I'm already excited. And look, like this schedule. So Dave, I'm going to go back to your original question. Like, which road game? I mean, basically, like the Saints playing at home is a road game for me, right? So,
Right.
yeah, I think it's tough to maybe go to any of these, but I'm not going to lie. January 4th at Atlanta. I mean,
okay. First of all, hold on now. First of all, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's January. It's not January 4th. The date is actually to be determined.
That's right.
So,
but that game in particular, I feel like I would.
Maybe we got a chance.
I feel like that game, Andrew, is going to be Saints Twitter screaming at each other because what it's going to be is
I know what you're about to say.
The 3-13 Saints versus the 8-8 Falcons. Yep. Falcons need to win to go to the playoffs.
Exactly.
Saints need to win, or the Saints need to lose to secure the top pick.
Yes.
And we're going to be arguing with people. The young Saints fans are going to be like, lose, be top pick. And all the old, crusted, old head Saints fans are going to be like, screw that.
Yep.
Shuck, go to Atlanta. And keep them out the playoffs.
100%. You articulated everything that was in my brain. I am picturing the Saints staring the first pick dead in the face, and we are conflicted with this. Like, do we root to knock end the Falcon season and get them out of the playoffs because winning they're in, or do we want the first overall pick? And we will be faced with this conundrum. And it will divide Saints Twitter. It will be the most divisive thing that happens all year to us as Saints fans. And I will go to the game and I will scream until I'm red in the face, blue in the face for the Saints to win. And we're going to kick a field goal at the end of the game on the last play to win or lose. I don't know if the kick goes in or not, but it's going to come down to that, and it's going to be amazing. Either way, honestly.
I tell you what. Jude, you said something during that. I hope that the Week 18 discussion or argument of, we're 3-13. Do we lose? Do we win and keep them? I hope that is the most divisive thing that Saints fans have to deal with all year long. If that's the case, we're sitting pretty.
I have to say, I'll be on team beat the Falcons 100%. Like, because here's the thing, they'll laugh at us and be like, you beat us and you cost yourself the number one pick. And I'll be like, yeah, y'all are going to fire Raheem Morris tomorrow at 10 a.m. And Michael Penix.
And you guys couldn't beat us when you had to win.
That's right. You couldn't beat us. All you had to do was beat Tyler Shuck, the 31st ranked quarterback in the NFL, and you couldn't do it. Listen, but here's the thing.
I'm here for that. Honestly, I'm here for it.
Here's the thing that I think. Listen, I get that we do actually. I look. Me and Andrew talked today. We were talking about like podcast strategy and stuff. And Andrew, I went and looked at our demographics for who listens to the podcast. And actually, you would think for four old white guys, like a lot of people under 35 wouldn't listen to this podcast, but they do. And I feel like a lot of under 35 Saints fans, they don't have experience in watching going into a Saints season and winning the most games possible isn't the main objective that you have to find to bring you joy. And I think this is a first time season. Like, The wins don't really matter. It matters more like how Shuck plays, how they improve over time. Do we beat Atlanta? And I think this is going to be a new experience for a lot of younger Saints fans. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're prepared. Like, they'll have to learn to acclimate to expectations of a team like this. But I don't know, man. You never know. I feel like a lot of expectations are placed on how this season is going to go, and most people think it's going to be like less than 5 wins. And I get that. I think that's fair. But I mean, so much of the NFL is how healthy is your offensive line, and how's your defense playing, and are you making plays on? Is your kicker a disaster? There's all these variables. I feel like the margins are so like. A perfect example is the Cowboys, who a lot of people were picking to, if not win the NFC East, like maybe even make a run. And the Saints absolutely obliterate them in week 2. And we thought we were going to the Super Bowl. And later we realized, like, oh yeah, like Dallas can't stop the run, like at all.
That's right.
And it was kind of like their Achilles heel. Like, it's like, I don't care what their offense looks like. I don't care if they have Dak. Like, they can't stop the run, and they're going to lose every week. And so, that's the thing about looking at the schedule too. It's like you look at the Bills, but we don't know if Josh Allen goes down and it falls off a cliff, or, the 49ers. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, a lot of times with these teams, we have expectations about how we think it's going to go. But the thing about the NFL is that injuries, attrition, difficulty, it happens to every team every week. And it really is about like who deals with it the best. And so, from week to week, like things are weird and they change, and one injury can throw the whole thing off. Sometimes you lose your left tackle and your backup is so bad that like all of a sudden your whole line detonates. So, and that's enough for a team like the Saints to maybe upset you. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Kevin, listen, we'll put the Falcons aside because that's the easy answer.
That's the Super Bowl. Yeah.
That's the Super Bowl. 2 Super Bowls. That's fun. We get to play in 2 Super Bowls this year. But Kevin, of all the other games on the schedule, what like random Saints win? Because we let's be honest, the wins are going to be hard to come by this year, and that's okay. But what random win during the year would bring you the most joy, you think? Like this, just like, I can't believe.
No, let's take it a step further. Kevin, I'm going to give you 5 wins on the schedule.
Yeah.
You pick. You get to pick.
Oh, I like this. I like this a lot.
Let's see. Give me one against it.
One way you could go is to just pick the first 5 games on the schedule and just give me 5-0.
That is a cruel.
Because it's like, if you're giving me 5 wins, that another way is to say, well, we go 5-1 against the NFC South. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. You
give me 1 win against Atlanta.
Just 1.
Well. Because listen, I'm saying right now, give me 1 win against Atlanta.
Yep.
And 1 win against Tampa.
Yep. Yeah. I'm with you. Got to beat Baker Mayfield at least once. I'm with you there.
Give me Los Angeles on the road.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
That's on. Yep. We're lockstep so far.
That's right.
Give me Frisco at home.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like that one.
And then what do I want to have? And then give me the Atlanta sweep. So
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
That.
I'll take both Atlantas, the Rams, the Niners, and what was the other one I just said? Well, Tampa.
Tampa, yeah.
I would switch Tampa. I would switch Tampa with the Bills. I would like to beat the Bills.
Well, that's so funny you just said that. I would switch Niners with Bills. I would say, like, yeah, just give me the Bills for shits and giggles, just because, like, the Bills, like, obviously we're going to go into Buffalo. like maybe probably 0-3, and everyone's going to be like, yeah, the Saints have no hope. And
like a 12-point underdog.
Yeah, and Shuck throws for 350 and we beat them, and like, yeah, that would just be hilarious. So I'm with Dave, but I would not flip it with or you flipped it with the Niners. Is that what you did? Or you flipped it with Tampa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would flip it with the Niners. But like you're both like I'm with you lockstep. Like these are great.
Ralph, where are you? 5 wins.
I'm going Atlanta twice, of course.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm going the Rams.
Yep.
I hate the Rams in the deepest part of my soul. That would give me more joy than you know. So that's 3.
I think I hate the Rams more than Baker Mayfield, Ralph.
Yeah, I don't. Tampa beat Tampa. Whatever, they can beat the Saints twice. Carolina can beat the Saints twice. I don't care. The other win that I'm going to go with is I'm going to go with Tennessee on the Sunday after Christmas. So we can feel good about the offseason. We can beat Tennessee and we can go to Atlanta. So that's 2. So I got Atlanta. That's 3. The Rams 4. And then my 5th one, I thought about going Buffalo. I thought about going San Francisco.
I think I know where you're going.
I'm going Giants
Nope, I was wrong.
Sunday just for the hilarity that Brian Daboll gets fired Monday. And we can take credit for getting him fired. That's
I was hoping one of you would say, "Give me 5-0 and then just lose 12 straight." just
You know what?
I'm
actually
season excitement.
You know what? I'm actually going to say the opposite. I'm going to go the opposite. Give me 0-12, and then I want to win the last 5, and like Shuck starts looking amazing, and then we've got all off season to be like, holy shit, we are gonna run roughshod over the league next year.
I will say this, Dave. The reason I don't hate it is you get a win over each NFC South team.
Yeah,
like you will get a Bucks, Panthers, and Falcons win if it goes that way.
I like that. Yeah. I like.
I mean, I would prefer. I'd rather start 0-12 than go 5-0, because if they go 5-0 and then lose 12 straight,
my only protest
you could argue Kellen Moore could there'll be people calling for Kellen Moore's job after the season. Whereas if they go 0-12 and then win the 5 to close it,
nobody's going to be calling for Kellen Moore's job after this. It doesn't matter what he does. It's his first year. He gets
check the timestamp on this.
Still gets another year.
You give too much credit to the intelligence.
No way. No. And there's no way that
Damn, Dave, you're delusional, man.
Yeah, there's no way that
this front office
delusional, Dave.
Okay.
Delusional.
They would never do that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Never.
They would never fire.
They would never do that.
Yep. But Kevin, you were saying, repeat. You were saying that before Dave chimed in. What were you saying?
About what?
What your thought?
No, I
think he was done.
Yeah, I think I was done.
Before we get on,
I was polite and respectful and let him finish his point.
Before we get on to the next topic, I want to tell people about Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. Is a strawberry flavored
whiskey. That's what you drink between 2 shots of other really disgusting things.
Blended with aged wheat whiskey, American light whiskey, Cocktail and Sons, strawberry and lemon syrup. Fresh strawberries from Jonesdale Farm in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. It's 86 proof. The whiskey is blended and modeled at the Sugarfield Distillery in Gonzales, Louisiana. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to hardhidestrawberrywhiskey.com. Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey supported Saints Happy Hour all football season long through the draft, through May. So support the people who support the show. Grab a bottle of Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey today. All right.
Hey guys,
Andrew, you didn't have your say.
Real quick, Ralph. Real quick. Week 7 against the Bears. I feel like the 4 of us and all of our listeners need to drink Malort together as like a sacrifice to the gods against the Chicago team.
To the Pope.
Let's see where the Saints are at that
5
point.
wins to get, because I don't want Dennis Allen revenge game. I thought about making that one of my 5 wins, but I don't like.
Oh, I forgot he's with the Bears.
Yeah, I thought about making.
Oh shit, he's the defensive coordinator in Chicago.
That's right.
Oh,
Kevin, I might have to sacrifice that Bills win.
Yeah, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I gotta readjust now.
Yeah. All right. Forget everything we just said.
Yeah.
All right, take away Tampa. Take away Tampa. And put it on Chicago.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Are we talking about Derek Carr? Andrew's got to say his piece about Derek Carr. I got other stuff to say about the whole situation too. I want to know about Aaron Rodgers. I got stuff to say about Shock, but Andrew, go ahead.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Juge, we need your thoughts on DC.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just want it to be known. This is it. Nobody is ever allowed to talk about Derek Carr ever again on this podcast. So this is it.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I don't know, man. Something tells me they're not going to let that go.
The Carr is now officially David. We've 180'd. Like David is the Carr. It's no longer Derek. His name is Derek. Yep. But
his name is Derek.
Yeah. Look, it's kind of the best case scenario, right?
It is really.
Like financially, it worked out. I didn't really feel like with this fan base there was a path forward. And if his injury really is degenerative and like he's contemplating surgery versus just quitting, like, yeah, look, we drafted a quarterback 40th overall. Like it felt like time. And I was reading Nick Underhill's article and it was like, there was two ways to play this: either like fall on that grenade and suffer through the cap ramifications, or punt it to next year, but at least you get him to play. But then the cap thing is even worse. And somehow like the Saints got the best of both worlds. Like they escaped both scenarios.
That's right.
And they don't need to play him anymore. And it's like financially beneficial. So yeah, the whole thing is weird. I mean, I think Derek Carr did the Saints a solid. I'm sure there were some things behind the scenes where Mickey Loomis was like, look, we restructured this and you didn't tell us, this is bad faith. Like, we're going to take you to, I don't know. I'm speculating here, but like, could there have been like, if you do this, it's going to be bad for you. Therefore, we're going to give you $10 million. You can keep that. But we're going to get $30 million in cap relief. And like, you can retire, you can keep the $10 million, no fault, no harm. So it's possible, but like, I think a lot of agents and most quarterbacks would have said,
no donation from Kyle 44, 28.3 interception.
Thank you.
Via 3M Elements. Also thanks to Jason Lanier for earlier donation of $5.
Nice.
We are less than 60 away from
Jason
fourth
Lanier.
drink.
I have a sneaky suspicion that's Jason Lanier, who used to live on my block when I grew up in Lakeview. Thank you, Jason.
That's Sean Lanier. Sean Lanier. Come on, chill out, man. Sean Lanier.
Or Sean Lanier, who I went to Brother Martin with. Either or.
You can tell.
How many Laniers do you know, man?
From those mixed.
A lot. I know a Price Lanier.
So anyway, look, with the Carr thing, I think there's still a little bit of a head scratching moment because I think most quarterbacks would be like, no, put me on IR. Like, I want my $40 million. So like, I'm a little surprised that it played out this way. I'm very glad, obviously. But yeah, I think to Dave's point, like, okay, like, great. It's over. Thank God. We're moving on. I think that's what's best for the team. I think that's what's best for Derek Carr. I think that's what's best for the fan base. And hopefully now we can all come together and support the next guy, whoever that is, and kind of move on and move past this whole like DA. Like I get there's still a bunch of vitriol for Mickey Loomis, but like, let's move past hating on the coach, hating on the quarterback, and come together. Like, now is as good of a time as any, and be excited about what's ahead.
Kevin, how excited are you? I know we have the 2025 season to play, and I don't mean to hit the Madden simulation and get ahead of ourselves. But how excited are you that when we do that free agency, How excited are you when we do that free agency show next year that the Saints are going to have $20 million of cap space and we don't have to bargain bin shop and we can do reckless, crazy signings in our head? And
how about wait, are we going to do it this offseason with Aaron Rodgers? How about that's the question? That's
my God, question. Stop.
I'm serious.
I think if Aaron Rodgers crosses the state line, he should be tasered.
Drew Brees says we need a veteran. We're missing a veteran presence in the locker room.
You know what? There's a couple of quarterbacks that are also free agents. I'll take that cat who used to be the backup in Baltimore. I'll take him as the veteran presence.
Joe Flacco?
Okay? No, Huntley. No. I'll take him.
He's available?
I think he's still available.
Yeah, let's do it.
Joe Flacco is the veteran in the Cleveland Browns.
Make Teddy Bridgewater betray all his high school student teams.
That honestly would be the play.
You got $20 million in cap space. Give Teddy $6 million. Make Teddy Bridgewater say no.
Yeah, agreed.
Actually, off topic but on topic. Speaking of players that we could bring back now that we have a bunch of money, Trey Hendrickson is not.
Interception!
Whoa, what's with the no donation messages? Come on, guys, insult Dave.
No,
thanks to Shemengi for, I think, 50 Canadian dollars. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's like 10 American dollars.
I have to do another shot?
Thanks for the cup of coffee, Shemengi. I'm just kidding.
Do I have to do another shot?
$36.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Where I got to do another shot?
No, not yet. So Trey Hendrickson, not happy in Cincinnati, threatening to hold out, now going back on saying he wouldn't want to be traded. So can we get can we bring the band back together? Can we get Cam Jordan and Trey Hendrickson back together?
I hate it.
That's what I'm saying. You hate it? Really?
I hate it.
Why? And Morstead.
Morstead's different.
Let's bring Morstead.
Morstead, friend of the podcast. Sure, that's different.
I get it. No, I know. Morstead was on the Super Bowl winning team. He's a legend.
We're not in YOLO mode anymore, Dave. Like the Saints are in a
Hendrickson? Why? You think he's too
rebuild?
What? Hendrickson's too old?
No, I don't want to give Hendrickson $100 million. And you're giving Cincinnati...
I got news for you, Ralph. It's going to be a lot more than that.
And you're giving Cincinnati a second-round pick, which is going to be top 35 pick next year, maybe. I don't know, but
you're getting a guy that's going to get after the quarterback, and those guys are kind of hard to come by. And you're either... We've said this before. There's two ways to get those guys.
I'm going to go get some manly rosé.
Yeah, there's two ways. There's two ways to get those guys. You either pay the big bucks for him in free agency, or you draft him and you hope you get one.
But here's the thing, Dave. When are the Saints going to be a competitive playoff team where Hendrickson's really going to make a difference? Is it going to be 2026, 2020?
3 years. That's what I think.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Okay, fuck it. Time for number 4.
Whoa, two donations! One from Katja John and second one from Louis Boston, both with 28.3, taking us over the edge for the second time. And both donating via Stream Elements. Best way to donate. Thanks, guys.
All right, I'm going to go find something disgusting. Kevin and Dave, hold it down.
Hold it down.
So Dave, how you doing?
Well, hey, why don't you give us a love? Why don't you give us a love update?
See that Superman trailer, huh?
No, are you kidding me? Are you being serious? Do you think I really
looked weak, Kevin, weakness?
Yeah, I don't know, because it's Superman. Anywho, love update. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to Chicago next month. I'm going to Chicago with a lady that I'm dating. We're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out the best way to time where we're trying to figure out a time that we'll both be able to go. She wants to go during the week, I'm cool with that. We're going to go to a Japanese. There's like an art installation at a museum. It's like a Japanese art installation from the Edo period. We both like the feudal Japan stuff. So we're going to go see that, and we're just figuring out other stuff to do.
This is I like how Thomas went to the quad box and put our names underneath when two of us.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
This is a lady, and this is.
I enjoy that it's two empty boxes.
And this is the lady that you've been seeing for a little while, and she's what did you say she was? She's not in the medical field. She is and she isn't. She's like a social media person for a mental health clinic. Right. Although she sent me a picture of herself earlier today going into work, and she was wearing like. Oh, wait a minute.
She was wearing what looked like a nurse's outfit.
Oh no.
Send that to Thomas so we can get
No. We're not putting this.
Thomas, play the breaking news siren. Play the breaking news siren, Tyrus.
Oh, no, the breaking news siren.
The breaking news siren.
What did you do, Rolf?
Wait, I got play it.
He did. Oh, wait.
Jason Champagne with the best joke. LSU won a natty during their Edo period.
If the patrons are going to get nuts on the schedule release night, I'm going to get nuts. We're doing Malort again.
Let's go.
I thought that's what we were doing. I didn't know that. I thought that was what you had to do.
Oh, no.
Look, okay. She's not a nurse.
No, I know.
She's a nurse.
What was she wearing? What was she wearing?
It was just like, it looked like nurses' scrubs.
Maybe she's into cosplay and
No.
In the old bedroom.
She's into role play. You mean role play?
Kink it up. Role play. I don't know anything about that. First of all, Thomas, I don't know how you know anything.
Straight out the bottle.
Thomas totally know about kinks.
Thomas,
touche.
Yeah, Thomas, I want to know. We could do a whole Life of Thomas episode on your love life or lack thereof.
I asked people in the Discord, I said, what guest do you want on the podcast that you want us to get? Like, do you want us to get big national name guests? They're like, no. We want you to do a sit down with Thomas, with him on camera.
I want to do it.
Like Dave did.
Yeah, I want to continue asking the questions. I get great enjoyment out of that. Go ahead and drink it. Nobody cares about when you're. Check back with you later. Kevin, are we ready to share a name with the people yet?
Whoa, a name.
No, not yet.
All right,
okay.
We're gonna wait.
Just asking.
We're gonna wait.
Let me do the Malort. Let me do it.
Okay, right when you want, man.
Well, we got another big donation.
Yeah.
I'm doing a couple.
It took you leaving.
Yeah. Andrew's gone. Now the show's getting good.
Exactly.
Okay, there. Taking it like a champ.
Yeah, good.
Ralph experiencing all kinds of regret.
This is great, right? Life decisions poorly made are all catching up to him.
Ralph wondering what his wife is gonna lay on the bed for him tomorrow.
I work at home tomorrow, Kevin. That's Friday.
Okay. So
what
basically,
gets laid out on the bed? Nothing, or she just lets you dress yourself.
So she'll lay out your boxers. She'll lay out a T-shirt, and that's it.
Right. Dave, I haven't dressed myself for work since Obama was president. I take that back. I haven't dressed myself since Obama first term.
Never thought.
That's a hell of an admission on a live podcast, but there we go.
Right. We talked about Hendrickson. We talked about Derek Carr. The other thing I would say is like the Saints had their OTAs or whatever, and Shuck kind of had his first thing with the media.
Amazing.
And he was doing great, and he gave him all the sound bits that Derek Carr never gave. Talking about how he busted 2 tires on potholes on the way to Tulane. He's, it really does. It just honestly to me it highlights how little Derek Carr tried to like all you got to do is just say gumbo, potholes, Mardi Gras, Jazz Fest, boo, Yakameen, and then you're in. That's all you have to say. You have to just give very little effort, and fans will love you. It's really not that difficult.
And we don't even need to believe it. We just want you to sing the song. We just want you to sing the song. Right? It's incredible. Like, it's so. Is there any other like New Orleans thing that he could do that would like seal it?
Sorry, it is a freaking monsoon outside my window.
Oh yeah,
now. It is raining so hard and it's coming in sideways. Can you repeat the question?
No, is it?
Well, it like chilled out for 24 hours and now it's back. We've gotten like it's been like New Orleans here the last couple of days in Charlottesville.
The thing is,
Deception!
Wait.
Dave just did the Tulane football chant.
Oppenheimer! Oh, he's still here! 20 buckaroo
Very
super
funny.
chat.
Very
Taking us
funny.
closer to third drink? Yeah.
Yeah, we are closing in. No, I mean, like,
No.
it's funny. It's it's funny actually. Oppenheimer mentions Tulane, like John Sumrall, like he's on Twitter, like he just literally tweets like Mardi Gras, like when he's at a parade, like just Mardi Gras and like a mask emoji, like that's it, or Jazz Fest, and like he is going to these things, but like, and people just eat that shit up. He's like,
It's
oh yeah,
nice.
Zurich Classic, like he's cool because he's going to all these things and having a good time and enjoying himself, but like. You really don't have to do much to just entertain the fans and make them think that you like them.
Andrew, the question Ralph was asking was, Shuck has done such a good job thus far with the immersing yourself in the city or the area. What else can he do? Like, what other stuff can he do?
Off the field?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I don't know, throw a touchdown pass above memes. Yeah, I mean,
Instagram him eating a snowball. I think he's there.
Yeah,
I think he's
I'm with
completed
you.
the
But yeah, I think you need like periodic monthly singles. You don't want to go too strong to the hole. Where it's just like every week you're doing something NOLA related. It's like, okay, buddy, we get it. Pump the brakes. But like he collaborates with Devin Snow, and he's doing a red beans and rice on a Monday randomly. He goes to some random location and does red beans and rice with him, and then I don't know, a picture of him drinking in a beat of beer or whatever, Port Orleans, and then maybe he goes to Jazz Fest. It's kind of like what Dave was talking about, like. Honestly, like even Sean Payton making a comment like, yeah, like New Orleans in a lot of ways is terrible. Like the potholes and the streets are awful, but eventually you get used to it and there's kind of a charm that goes, like you can even say that.
Yeah.
And it shows that you're connected to your environment, right?
I hate it here, but I love it.
We relate to your plight.
That's right.
Like Derek Carr, it just felt like he never left the house.
I think San Antonio Saint has it. Tyler Shuck, he has dinner at Drago's again, but it's with Michael Thomas.
That's pretty good.
That's the one.
That's good.
That's the one. He's gonna bring Michael Thomas back in the fold. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to get to the mailbag, people. The Saints Happy Hour viewer questions are brought to you by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to hardhidestrawberrywhiskey.com. I see a lot of people in the chat saying they're drinking the Hard Hide tonight during the podcast. Tweet out those pictures, tag Hard Hide, let them know that you're drinking the Hard Hide and you're supporting Saints Happy Hour and you found Hard Hide because of us. It'll really help us and it'll help Hard Hide. So do it. By the way, they're rocking. They're winning awards. It's amazing. Great job, John, over at Hard Hide. All right, Thomas, take it to the top. Let's do a mailbag.
All right. While the music's playing, thanks to Shmengi for another 20 Canadian buckaroo super chat with a message. You could tell Carr had a don't give a fuck attitude all the way in Canada. Shuck's got a good vibe.
I like it. All right, what's first up, Thomas?
I will update the donation bar in a second. After the first question. First question from Jason Champagne. He asks, which media appearance was worse? Drew Brees on Yahoo Finance or Derek Carr on the pulpit as Fresno Jesus?
Oh my God.
I haven't seen this.
Wait, you didn't see Carr like
Fresno Jesus?
You didn't see Carr like on the at
On
church?
the pulpit?
He had like he was like holding a press conference.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you saw that. I mean, this is.
I'm gonna go with Yahoo Finance actually.
Yeah, I mean, this is a funny question, but I mean, the Drew Brees thing, like that went nationwide, and like everybody in the league was talking about it. I mean, the Derek Carr thing, that was we were like, making fun of it.
Drew,
like that.
Yeah, I remember being like, Drew, how could you botch this so bad? A and B.
Yeah.
I remember doing a post game or a post show on that conference, and I remember Kevin like incensed, just going, "Read the room, Drew. Read the room." Like I'll never forget his reaction to that.
Malcolm Jenkins had to get a hold of him and be like, "Shut the fuck
Sometimes
up."
You just gotta shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I remember
but Kevin. I'll never forget you like saying that, but then being like, or maybe it was you, Ralph, that said this. Like, yeah, all this is fine and true, but the most egregious part of all this is he went on Yahoo Finance.
That's right. Like, what?
That's
why did you take an interview with Yahoo Finance when you're Drew Brees?
I mean, the only thing that would have made it funnier is if he'd have done it here.
Doesn't even come close.
Yeah. He should have just come on the Saints Happy Hour. It would have been the same.
It would have been better somehow.
Fresno Jesus, though, Dave, I need a T-shirt of that. What's next, Thomas?
Okay, next question. Also, thanks for another $5 via Stream Elements. Schmenky type exclamation point.
How close are we to Ralph taking a fifth shot?
Very close.
Less than one interception away. 28.3.
Wow.
Yeah, $24.
Would this be a record for most in the show?
No, remember we did the one show where I was drinking out the handle honey Jack Daniels, Dave, where we did like we did like almost $800.
Yeah. Nice memory, Ralph.
Wow.
I think memory remember that.
Yeah.
Ralph, you seem to remember that very clearly.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
I can't believe we got that much. How did we get that much? Somebody missed the.
I don't remember. It went off the rails completely, and we just had. It was
If we ever win the Super Bowl again,
shout out Cajun Sands.
Is Thomas getting all of this money?
Yeah, it was probably Cajun Sands. It was probably like a combination of Cajun Sands, Hatchet John, and like Providence, and just
everybody get their bonuses.
Is Thomas getting all this money?
And some mob boss.
It's not going to me. I know that.
Yeah. Thomas.
You know what it goes? You know what it goes to? It goes to paying the freaking server fees, the Zoom fees, the Discord fees, and Thomas is not cheap. Let me tell you, Thomas is not cheap.
You're talking about Zoom fees. We're not even on Zoom.
Yeah, we do. We pay for Zoom. We do. We don't use it enough, but we pay an exorbitant amount for it. Maybe we need to reduce.
It sounds like
costs.
we need Doge to come in here and.
No, we don't. No. Well, I ain't having some little shithead 24-year-old
the unemployed guys making none of this money. I'm just saying.
Coming to hang out here and say, "Oh, we can do without this. We can do without that."
All right. Well, hold on.
We gotta,
hang on.
It goes to Ralph's liver transplant.
Thank you.
Oppenheimer! 24 Buckaroo Super Chat.
You got to do another drink.
Oppenheimer with the save. Thank you.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Oppenheimer, that's a good point. This is all an investment for Ralph's recovery down the road.
Yeah. We're all going to be paying
the next question, Thomas.
We're all going to be paying this through our medical insurance somehow, some way. Hold on, guys.
Insurance.
Thomas, earmuffs. Guys, I don't think we should give this money to Thomas. I think we should keep it for ourselves. Okay. Tell Thomas to take his earmuffs off. Shut up. All right. So what's the next question? Wait, did we already answer that question? Are we in the middle of a question?
No,
What is Ralph
wait.
even shooting at this point?
Next
Black tar
question.
heroin?
Himself? Yeah, heroin.
Can I ask next question?
Yes.
Okay, next
Yes.
question.
Go.
It's a long one. From Christmas.
Great. We got time.
Carr was a second round pick, number 36. If you could guarantee that second round pick Shuck has a Carr type career but no better, how many old ladies would you knock over like Jude at a tennis tournament to get to the front of that line?
None. What? I don't. That's not. I don't want him to just be Carr. I mean,
I would want to specify, like, are we talking Carr win-loss record? Because if so, no, I pass. But if we're talking Carr statistically, I'm listening.
well, okay, I'm listening. You sound.
I know we're splitting hairs here, but
I'm listening. Wasn't there a radio? A radio psychiatrist. Wasn't that Fraser Crane's thing? Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I just feel like Carr statistically was always pretty nice. Like, it felt like the team should be better based on its stats.
I don't know, but it wasn't. And that's what all that matters. And what I saw on the field is what I'm going by. I'm not going to go by the stats. Yeah. And I just, if that's the path Shuck is on, we don't need to stick with him. We're not pot committed. It's early. We could easily get rid of him after this year and try somebody else or try something new next year.
So wait a second. So you're
but Dave's right, because like the other way to look at this is a guy like Derek Carr is the worst quarterback to have. You would rather have a guy that blows so that you can get him out of there and just move on to the next guy, or have a guy that's amazing and then that's your guy for the next 10 years. But the worst case scenario is the guy where you keep thinking he's this close. He's going to be the guy. Like next year is going to be the year. And he just never does it.
Won't we, if Shuck is exactly if Shuck is exactly as good as Carr, won't we really enjoy it until the Saints have to pay him big money?
Yeah, but we might pay him big money. Like, that's the problem. Is like,
but we'll worry about that.
We might follow through with this all the way. This might become, we could follow this all the way down the line here.
All right, I got the booze. In honor of our Canadian friends.
Oh, look at that!
I have ultra premium Canadian whiskey, pecan praline, 70 proof. Ooh, that smells good. It really, does. It really.
I was gonna say, this sounds like something you might actually.
I know.
You have a burp
really
and worry you're gonna vomit.
What was that?
Ralph, drink up.
Oh,
Ralph's
I also want to isolate
stuff.
the audio from the quick audio from when the roach crawled up on Ralph.
By the way,
you guys missed that
video on Facebook has 5,000 views.
Oh, you put it on Facebook, social media? Great. Yeah.
Here we go.
Fifth drink. Let's fuck him up.
I think it's too late for that.
It's really good, but I'm fucked up. And
we're gonna do a mailbag.
He rigged it. Why did you take that drink, man? It was supposed to be
show Canada love.
He cheated. Cheated.
I wanted to give Canada a shout out. Canada makes good booze.
All right, how much do we need for the next drink?
Give me the rating.
It's like a 6. It was delicious. I'm not going to lie to the people.
That's not a 6. Ralph saying that's a 4.
That's a 3.
The way Ralph reacted to all that's a 4.
Right.
All right, but what's next?
That's embarrassing.
It never goes below 5.
What's that?
Dave's asking, next drink? Jesus, like 100, man, I guess. Unless Ralph wants to...
You got Thomas on tilt. He doesn't even know how to do the math. Oh, God. Thank God I work from home tomorrow.
All right. Woo. Next
Ralph,
question.
You can hear when you move your giant.
Sorry, Dave.
Giant graveyard bench.
What do you want from me?
His giant what?
The giant
wooden love seat that he's got.
Oh, okay.
It's like you can fit 1.5 people in there.
You could fit 3 people in.
By the way, if I don't know if anybody noticed, and I'm not talking to you guys here on the podcast, I'm talking about to our listening audience out there right now. If any of you guys hear a difference in Kevin's audio today on the show, let me know, because we had to move his microphone, and I am hopeful that it sounds like he's less in his room and more
Dave,
right
the
here with
producer.
Hey, look, I can do it all. I can do it all.
Dave, the producer.
You're not the only one, Thomas. You're not the only one.
I know.
Oh my God, I'm fading. Thomas, get on with it.
You're the master.
We gotta get moving, because we still got to give away a football. And we got to do a mailbag before I black out.
Man of many talents. All right, final question of the show belongs to Don Checo, and he asks, would you rather roll with Shock, Rattle, and Jake, or trade for Jameis to make the QB room even more fun?
No.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm fine.
No, we're fine.
But I'm realizing we just need. This is the way he phrased this question is great, because I'm realizing we have our QB room is Shuck, Rattle, and Jake. So we need. Is there a quarterback out there with a name that sounds something like Roll? Because that is who we need to get. Fuck Jameis.
Here's the thing: if the Giants would cut Jameis in August, would you bring him back?
I think Oppenheimer would disagree with you, man.
Didn't there used to be a Myron Roll?
Yeah, he was a safety though.
Can he throw?
I want
be sick. Shuck, Rattle.
I need Teddy Bridgewater. If the Saints are going to bring in a veteran quarterback, I need it to be Teddy. I don't want to, because Jameis brings the Jameis 101 and all that fun. Teddy is beloved by everyone. Like if they sign Andrew. If they sign Teddy and Thomas Morstead tomorrow, I feel like the vibes would go to almost perfect for the 2025 season.
I don't know, man. I feel like there'd still be a lot of negativity about like, oh, you're the old guard. I'm done with these old guys. There has-beens. Like, I mean, there were people who hated on Dead Arm Drew. They were ready to move on to the next thing, which we would later learn would be the abyss of Jameis Winston and Ian Book and Derek Carr and Andy Dalton, right? And Trevor Siemian. So, I mean, you never know what's behind door number 2. But if people are ready to run Drew Brees out of town, I can only imagine how they'll feel about Teddy Bridgewater and Thomas Morstead. But so I'm sure there'll be a lot of anger, but for me personally, yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah. All right. So thanks for all the questions, and we'll get the mailbag today because we just peek behind the curtain. We record the mailbag after the main show. The mailbag, it's patrons only. You should become a patron. Then you get access to the Discord. You get access to all our patron only content. You should do it. But Thomas, we recorded
after what you were going to say before you got distracted and drunk there, is that we recorded after the main shows.
That's right.
That's why it's good.
So now we have to do the raffle where we give away
Not yet. Can I announce the winner of this show first, though?
3 months away from the only hand.
If I may. Only 12 weeks away. 92 donation streak.
Oh, yeah.
Tons of generosity. I think almost, if not most, this draft season, which is almost over. Thanks to Sean Lanier, to Louis Boston, to Kyle44, to Hudat Gopher, to Oppenheimer, to our Canadian French Mengi, and to the MVP for the second straight week with the most amount this draft season. Who is the one and only legendary Hatchet John? Congratulations.
Thank you, Hatchet John. Jason Champagne, Dave, he answered the question. Shuck, Rattle, and Foles. That's the perfect.
That works. That's fine. We just got to get close. I like it. Let's do it.
That's
Shuck,
perfect quarterback room.
Shuck, Rattler, and Foles. Shuck, rattle, and fold.
That's great. All right, so now, Thomas, we have to do the raffle. We have to give away. It's a signed Joe Horn football. And by the way, we've had Joe Horn on this podcast before Thomas was around with this horrible Skype audio.
He cried.
Joe Horn cried
on this podcast.
He cried on the show.
He cried on the show.
When? I don't remember this.
Yeah. It was me, Andrew, and Joe Horn started to cry, and Andrew texted me, "Shut up. Just let him cry."
Why did he cry?
Because he was emotional about this.
Yeah, I think I still have this podcast on my computer. It was so cool.
Why don't I remember this?
Clip it, Thomas. The audio probably sounds like it's at the bottom of a well.
Yeah,
but you get a signed Joe Horn football because they used to have the Joe Horn show, and it was at a steakhouse, and I was the producer of it, and I got a signed football from Joe Horn. And I will give it to you because I love our fans. And it's just rotting away in my attic, in my mom's attic on Milne Boulevard in New Orleans. So, Thomas, let's do it. Let's give it away.
So, yeah, one of the lucky MVPs that you can see on the screen from 17 weeks of draft season can win the Joe Horn signed football. And
I don't like that picture. That picture offends me.
As Kevin asked,
killer.
I spread the Oppenheimers kind of evenly as I could. Are we ready to roll? To spin?
We are.
Spin to win. Good luck, guys. I guess Dave wants Oppenheimer to win. Let's spin it.
If Oppenheimer wins, I'll give him a John Summerall autograph football.
Oh, it's close. Oppenheimer!
Oh, man.
Hold on. Oppenheimer! Here's the winner.
Well, at least this one. At least Oppenheimer, look at the bright side. At least this
was
won't come
close.
in a
Justin Linders was this close, guys.
It won't come in a life-size box like the last one that you won.
Now, I tell you what, this is what this is this was a good sign that lotteries and odds actually do pay off instead of just somebody who won the thing one time and had the smallest odds.
Yeah, we're not the NBA. We don't fix the lottery.
I guess that's what happened a year ago when Ron Amok won the ticket to the Saints game.
Here's the thing. That picture offends me, Thomas. I look like a person that can't be within 200 yards of a school.
And we need another spin, Ralph, for what?
And you think that this is an unfair representation?
I do,
Ralph.
Because I look like a child molester. I should at least look like a hostage, Dave. That's all I'm saying.
Ralph, we need another spin for how many months of patrons?
6 months for free.
All right, so this is 6 months for free. Anyone who donated any amount during the draft season is eligible. So as you can see,
that's right. You get 6 months for free at whatever level you're at.
Let's spin it. And who's the winner? Imagine it'd be Aldi Marina. Holy shit! I just mentioned his name. It's not ringing at all. Run amok. He's a fucking lucky bastard, man.
Oh, he's a lucky son of a bitch.
Whoa!
But he's incredible. I went to the Atlanta Falcons game with him and his wife. He's a tremendous guy. Run amok. And by the way, that is the next giveaway. You will get to go with me to a Saints game, sit in the cheap seats with the Kevin, what's that fancy word that the communists use about the...
Are we sure this is an award?
With the proletariat?
Yeah, proletariat, yeah. Yes, Andrew, it is.
Proletariat.
It is a war. It is an honor. You get to hang out with me. Me and Ron Amok had a great time sitting in section 641. It was good times. Good times.
Later on, we had a super chat of $50 by Elburb 28 with donation message drink. Damn. I didn't know I needed to update the donation bar.
I told you to do that. I told you to do that 20 minutes ago. Jesus, what are we paying you for?
Hey,
So-
I'll give you an end of the show discount, just $20 away.
No, hey, all right, let's go.
All right, $20 away. What is that? A sixth shot?
Yeah.
Wait, we still got to do
Six
trivia,
drink.
right?
No, we don't have trivia.
No, we're not doing trivia,
We're
no.
wrapping
I mean,
it
we
up.
can do trivia if you want. You forgot, Ralph, about trivia, but, you know, I have it ready.
Ralph he's not even running the show anymore.
Looks
at this
looks
point.
like he doesn't
I
want
think
his
the
ring,
rest of us-
guys.
I think-
Looks like
I
he
think
wants to
Ralph
get away
doesn't
with
know
it.
where he is.
I think the three of us are going to need to land this plane, gentlemen.
Looks like he doesn't want to do it.
Well, Dave, last week for the mailbag, you just reminded me, you're like, hey, Ralph, we still have to wrap up. We did 25 minutes of crippled golf chat.
Yeah. Ralph thought it was the behind the scenes. It was the
I
mailbag.
thought it was behind the scenes. It was not. It was the mailbag. I hope patrons enjoyed 25 minutes of Dave talking about real golf, me talking about crippled golf. It was delightful. You should become a patron. That's what the patrons get. That's what they pay.
Roach attacked Ralph.
That's right.
Yeah,
Gigantic
All we need
Roach.
is somebody to donate $20.
Can we play that clip? Can we play the clip, please?
Can you play
With sound.
the Roach clip, Thomas?
With
Do you
sound,
have the Roach clip at the ready?
I don't have it ready, unfortunately.
What?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What are we paying? you for?
Like, it's not that easy to set it up with audio, man.
So
During the show.
Everybody, thanks for watching. Listen, if you enjoyed the show and we made you laugh, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/saintshappyhour. Become a patron. Give us a shot. Every little bit helps make the show a little bit better. And don't forget to follow us on social media.
No, shut the fuck up and drink another one.
Drinky Ralph.
All right, y'all gotta stretch it out. I gotta go get another shot. Stretch it
Two
out.
donations.
We got to do what?
Stretch it out. To talk about something.
Ross, isolate that immediately.
Caramello.
So what
Come,
shot is
you
this?
best
6?
Come
Is
hard.
this
This is 6.
This is happening.
And
Lube up.
what's
right.
the total amount of donations we've had?
Hang on, I gotta
That
wait,
would
whatever.
make it 570. 570.
Yeah, 570.
I always need to update it manually
Unbelievable.
if you super chat
You guys
instead
rock.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's
That's
crazy.
that is.
You guys really like the Saints schedule. for next
Yeah,
season.
yeah. You know, to
I mean, we
steal
spent
a
a
line
whole,
from
like 7 minutes on it. So
to steal a line from Kevin Durant, y'all the real MVPs. Dear God,
I mean,
Jude,
it
how
looks
many
like
glasses? How many glasses
from
of
here?
rosé?
It looks like Ralph's
I mean, this is
in a
like my-
crib.
1.5 glass.
Right, but how many glasses of rosé does it take for you to get
Blotto.
beyond buzzed?
Blotto.
I feel like
Hey, wait.
red.
Elburb asks how far are we from another?
Oh my God. Oh.
640, so 90.
90
No,
bucks.
wait, sorry, 70.
70
You
bucks.
ever
$70 away from another one.
get so
You
drunk
got
that
10,
you don't
10 minutes to get that in.
you ever get so drunk you don't know how drunk you are until
to
you
bring two
stand up?
bottles.
Yes.
No,
I know
yeah,
what you
Ralph.
mean,
Yeah,
Ralph.
did you bring 2 bottles? Because we
I
might.
didn't.
Oh.
I didn't.
Hey, Sally, you need assistance.
I think the puking is in play during the mailbag, Dave.
Sally said when I got up and I said I needed another bottle, she said, "What is wrong with you people?"
Yeah, I don't know.
It makes me
I
almost
don't know.
want to vomit.
It's really just you. It's not us. It's you. All right. So
listen,
what are we drinking? What are we drinking?
We're drinking pineapple, but it's 99 proof.
Okay. Yeah.
I kind of remember this one messing Ralph up pretty hard last time.
I feel like I know that. I mean, we already talked about the photo that Ralph took with all of his mini bottles, and it was the happiest he's ever looked. And I
Yeah, it
know.
was the happiest he's ever looked. He looked like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Well, no, he looked.
Post
like he was-
assassination.
He looked so proud of his collection that he acquired.
Come on!
I mean, the statute of
From the top
limitations
rope,
have passed, Kevin.
Yeah, we they opened they released the files. They unlocked
Yeah.
all the files.
Oh yeah, sure. They released the files,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
But anyway, my point is we originally thought we had an unlimited bounty of drinks, but at this rate, I'm starting to worry. Like we might run out. Saints Rabbit might need to work on another movie here, so we can get some more.
Saints Rabbit.
All right, Ralph, go ahead. Let's go.
Here we go.
Saints Rabbit is going to need to get hooked on. It's a movie industry dream, but he's going to need to get on some like sequel series, like the Lord of the Rings or something, where they're just always filming.
MCU, man.
To answer your question, it's probably 5 glasses. I feel like rosé is always very like drinkable and not that heavy.
I didn't have
That's how they
6
get
shots on my bingo card.
I mean, red wine, 2 glasses. Like it feels heavy, It feels
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Right.
what feels fucking heavy, Juge. 6 shots of booze.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Is this 5 or 6?
This is
6.
Don't do the. Don't.
I just
want
to say, my wife would never allow me to do what Ralph did.
No. I wouldn't allow myself to do this.
I'm
All right.
fairly certain Sally wants you to die early.
calm down. Let Ralph drink.
If you
Let
remove
Ralph drink.
self-respect from the equation, Dave, anything is possible.
Nobody's stopping him from drinking, Kevin. I'm not in that room with him. There we go. Well, take a little while. There we go. Pineapple. Oh, yeah. Oh, head up.
He's almost off
His
screen.
head is all the way off the love
He
seat.
is doubled
Ralph
over.
is officially.
He looks like a drunk in
He
Paris.
looks like a Raggedy Ann doll.
He is.
Okay, Jesus. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do. Well, he's not going.
I
to
don't
work
think he's
tomorrow,
ever
so.
been that fucked up.
I'm
in
just
his
gonna
life.
say this right now. If you are not a patron, you are gonna want to pay to hear what we are about to do on this mailbag. This is the time. This is the time to
I
join.
feel like,
You're gonna want to pay for this
podcast
mailbag.
should have
This is
footage
the
of Ralph
one.
at 3 a.m. walking around his house, like
Here's the-
sleepwalking in a drunken
Here's the-
stupor.
You're
Here's
gonna
the-
want to pay for this mailbag.
here's
This
the
is gonna
thing.
get spicy.
Here's the thing. We've done incredible. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. If we do 1,000 downloads today on Wednesday, that'll be 5 straight, at least of 1,000 downloads. That's regular season type numbers. So we probably have a lot of new listeners / viewers tonight. And Andrew, part of me feels like this is not what I would want to present to them.
Mhm.
But another part of me is this is our podcast in the purest form. This is the
I'm still not sure I
uncut-
follow.
This is the
Yeah,
truest
let's not-
version
This is
of our
the uncut.
podcast.
This is the uncut pure shit.
This
Let's
is
not,
us.
Let's
This
not
is us.
submit
Fuck
this.
This
is
is
what
the
we do.
real
Submit
Saints
this.
fandom, guys. Real
That's
Saints
right.
fandom.
Let's not submit this for the Sports Writers Hall of Fame.
Sports writers.
It's too late. It's too late.
The
What-
Louisiana
what
Sports
Thomas
Writers
submitted-
Association.
If we win this year with what Thomas submitted, I will be insufferable. Just let y'all know.
Did that already get submitted?
It did.
Why is it bad?
It'd be nice to see what gets submitted. Actually,
know,
it would be nice to have an award.
Well, we
Yeah,
know
we
what
still never got
Thomas
our plaque.
submitted last year was not good enough. So I blame.
Still never
Thomas.
got our plaque.
I don't
Still
blame.
never got our plaque.
Well-
I want the plaques. I want to put them behind me here in my in the High Noon studio here.
I
the
can't.
way,
Sponsored
the,
by
way
High
I
Noon.
see, the way I see the submission is you can cut like you literally have a year's worth of content
Yeah,
where,
yeah,
where
you can
we're
find-
giving you basically over 50 shows of video plus like audio. You have like 100 things to clip, Thomas. So like you can put lipstick on a pig here. I know you
Yeah.
like it's
yeah.
like
No,
it's like taking film from Ian Book and making him look like an amazing quarterback.
right.
Right? It's like, look at his
There's
highlights.
like
he's
at least
amazing. He
there's
can
like
make
at
this
least
throw and look at him. He's in
Yeah.
trouble here, and he escapes the pocket, and he scores a touchdown. Like if you can
There's
make
at least
Ian
3 or
Book
4
look
plays.
good with highlights, you can make us look good as a podcast with the amount of content we give you. So if we don't win an award, Thomas, it's on you. Put lipstick on a pig, buddy.
Blame Thomas. I like that.
Yeah,
How do I look right now?
not good.
You look shit faced.
Not
I
good,
am-
buddy.
I am ripped. I am ripped to the tits. Saints. I just want to say this. I believe in Tyler Shuck. 12-5. Saints are going 12-5.
Yeah,
Right
you really, you really are drunk.
I am. All right, I did.
People are contemplating donating more, Ralph. Are you ready, man?
I'm not. My liver is definitely not.
How far are we away from another shot?
70.
$70.
$70 discount.
Because we got to do a mailbag, and I got to do. I can't. Dave is gone. Kevin, land the plane. Get us out of here. I can't.
If anybody wants to make a last-second donation of $70 in the next 90 seconds, you're welcome to do so.
We will stall a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I am in fact landing the plane. I am flipping through the pilot's manual as we speak, adjusting the gears.
We're into the lower altitude here.
Right. We're in that Top Gun. We're in that Top Gun NES descent where you got to line up the altitude and the speed just right, or else you crash into that goddamn thing.
You said we were 4 old white guys. I didn't realize Top Gun NES was going to enter the conversation.
Yeah, that game was a joke, an absolute joke. So we have Dave
getting the fuel gauge nozzle in the thing. That was
whining that nonsense. That was another joke.
Oh my god.
You gotta go.
People in the chat
are slow down.
All about your speed. It's all about your speed.
Up, down.
It was all about your speed,
though. Sits there. So we're gonna wrap this puppy up, and we're gonna do a mailbag immediately afterward. And you guys won't see it immediately or hear it immediately, but it'll be fun.
It will.
So
will it be? Not for me.
Whatever, Ralph. That's fun enough for everybody. For Dave. For Juge. For the little old European lady playing that violin.
Should we get a quick love update?
I gave a love update while you were away.
You did that. You were gone.
I was just trying to buy some time. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm going to Chicago next month.
Okay.
I am Kevin. That was Ralph. We have Tomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland. Remember, kids, don't shoot your dick off. And if you're going to support a Saints podcast, you should support one that wins awards, plural.
Good.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. The bar is closed.
Start drinking water, Ralph. Start now.